Sorry I look like a old librarian tonight. Here's all put back and I haven't got makeup on or anything. Just pulling my hair back and got out of the way. Well, I worked really hard all day. I cleaned up in the house. Worked harder than I have in months cleaning up the house, and work feels good once you get it done. Then I'm really tired. I'm trying to spend less time on the internet because it really wears me out. And a lot of people spend too much time on the internet nowadays. So I'm not spending so much time on Facebook because it just takes up too much of my time, and I want to be on it, like, check it several times a day and be on there for hours. So what I did is I told everybody, I need to leave Facebook, and I deleted them off of there. And so I set it up where people can just subscribe, and I can just make an occasional post that, hey, I'm okay, doing all right. And so far, since I've done that, I haven't been as inclined to go to Facebook, because I tend to want to look at other people's posts and see what they're doing, which I care about the people, but I can't spend my whole time reading people's posts and their pictures and the trips they've gone on and all that. It was really just, I was consumed by reading all that stuff, and it seems like they were always on too, and I was wondering, how do they focus on other things too and yet stay on Facebook? How do they really have life? But anyway, that's their business if they want to stay on Facebook. I can't stop anybody from wanting to do what they want to do, and their form of communication is like Facebook all the time. People have even stopped sending emails because they like to just correspond on Facebook. They can write emails to them or messages, and they read their posts on what they're doing with their lives. And so even personal emails have become a very rare thing. And you probably, if you've gotten those email forwards that used to have pictures and inspirational stuff in them, well, they don't put them in the emails anymore. I haven't been getting those the last couple of years or so. Everybody does that on Facebook. And so, I really got tired of the emails anyway with all those forwards. Some people would send 2 or 3 a day, and my inbox was, it was just overwhelming me because I didn't have time to sit there and read all of them. I needed to do things. I couldn't shirk my responsibility here around the house. I need to try to catch up with so many things. So today I cleaned up the house, and so I feel really confident. I feel really good because of doing this work. And I noticed that other people, when they do work or something, they feel good about themselves. So when you're feeling down and depressed and you're not very confident, find something to keep you busy, and keep up with your responsibilities. If you have a job, try to remember that the job is good for you. In general, it is. If you're going through a job where it sucks the joy out of your life, or you're being bullied, then maybe it's best to find another one. But since I'm not working right now, I'm on some supplement program because my anxiety and my problems, I just can't work. I can't take the pressure of a job anymore. And I worked for 3 years in a very sophisticated building, it was, and for this public relations firm. I was just a clerk, and it seemed like I was able to, over time, be able to do more things, and she trusted me about taking things downstairs and mailing them and putting things together, media kits and all that stuff that they do in public relations. it's kind of hard to explain. If you've ever worked in public relations, then you know what I'm talking about. Putting together media kits and, you know, it's kind of like advertising and promoting companies and all this stuff. And usually the boss or that person that's runs the company, which is her private company, is meets a lot of VI people, you know, like the President of the United States or politicians, even actors, actresses, just things like that. Okay, so my next blog, this is sort of a double blog. I spoke about last week about how the health center I was going to, where I got my medication for my anxiety and my mild depression, was horrible, and the doctor was weird and everything. Okay, so now my general practitioner that I've been trying to contact and get her to fill my thyroid medication for over a week will not fill it. And you know, like I was gonna like a pill, 1 or 2 pills, and not be able to take it. Okay, so I've maybe skipped a pill maybe one other time in my life, and but I don't know how I would feel, you know, skipping the pill. And what if I hadn't been able to come in for days? I'm scheduled to go in the 24th, so you know, I tried to make that a point and kept leaving messages, you know, and I'm going to run out of pills and I don't want to get sick, you know, because some people that take thyroid medicine will start to get sick if they don't take it every day. Fortunately for me, I don't think that I will get sick skipping 1 or 2 days. Actually, I went ahead and skipped taking the thyroid pill today so I can catch up on it tomorrow. And then by Friday, when I go in, and she'll feel it because, you know, she knows I came in and everything and checked me out, blood work, whatever, you know, then I'll be caught up, you know, I won't have skipped a couple of days. So I had skipped it today, Wednesday, and then I can catch back up Thursday, and then when I get it filled Friday afternoon, early afternoon, then I'm back on top of it again. But it makes me really mad that they don't call me back and ask me, you know, anything or tell me anything. And so I've really been frustrated with this doctor for a long time because she doesn't always fill medication when she should, and I always try to call my medication in about 5 days before I run out, anywhere like that. And your insurance, sometimes your insurance will pay for it on a certain date when it comes around to that cycle, the next month thing. Cycle, I don't mean female cycle, I mean like, well, duh, you know what I mean, where the insurance will pay for it again. So, and it usually, you can get it within like 3 weeks after it was filled before. So anyway, you know, I call and leave messages and they don't call me back. And anyway, the receptionists in there, they're not really rude. I don't think really rude per se. They're just not very friendly. They're just sort of monotone. It's like if they call you for an appointment to remind you about your appointment, they're like, hello, is this so-and-so, Shannon so-and-so? And I go, yes it is. We're just wanting to remind you today that you have an appointment tomorrow for so-and-so at so-and-so o'clock. And it's like she's just rushing through it and saying, like, she's trying to rush through her job, you know. I guess because she has to say that about 50 times a day or something. But yeah, I really get peeved when doctors don't do their job or don't call back. So I'd call the pharmacy and I'd call the doctor's office. And when I tried to call the doctor's office again today, I got a busy signal. It's like either it's off the hook or they disconnected some of the lines. And they don't want people calling them. And so what I did was I went online to my medical stuff, and I looked for a new doctor, and I found one that looks like she's pretty nice. I even saw her picture online. You know how just want to see their picture just to know what they look like. And so she looks pretty nice and everything. And so I read up on her report, and she had some good reviews by people, that she was reliable and everything. So I'm going to try to put my trust in this new doctor. So I go from having that other doctor for 3 years, and when the process comes in, they said 30 to 45 days. Then I get my little card. Excuse me. I'll be able to go to this other doctor. Maybe she'll be a little bit better about filling my medicine, and maybe I can communicate with her better. You know, and tell her stuff, you know, my concerns and everything. I cannot tell hardly any doctor my concerns except for my heart doctor, for my heart palpitation flutters. I can kind of open up and talk to him a little bit if I'm concerned or ask a question. He's pretty nice, and he's a good doctor. He's thorough, and he won't hide anything from me. He'll just tell you the truth, and I've been okay and everything. He's taking care of me. I feel like he's taking care of me, so that's no problem. But like I said, it's just a mess right now. It's frustrating. This is the kind of world we live in now. You know, things are going downhill, and you know, people don't really care anymore. It's like, you know, they're thinking like, what do I care about you? I'm just doing my job. Well, guess what? You know, the doctors work for you, and if they have a problem, it's time to get another doctor, because you're the one who deserves the treatment, the right treatment. The way you are treated as a person and the way you're treated as a patient are very important. And the bedside manner of the doctor is very important as well. And if there's something missing between you and the doctor, if you're not on the same page, if you know what I mean, then there's a problem. And if it's possible for you to find another doctor, and go look for one. Make sure they take your insurance. Look up online the reputation. See if they got a good reputation for being prompt and professional and all that. Then give it a try. You know, you don't really have anything to lose. You know, it's empowering if you do that. And it was empowering for me to go online and change doctors, and I could just do that, and then they will process it, and hopefully I'll be able to get this doctor. It looked like it said that she took this kind of insurance that I use, so I'm hoping to get in, and if I do, then that'll be good, and hopefully I can communicate with her better. I just didn't understand my other doctor very well. I mean, I wasn't on the same page with her, and I just didn't feel right around her, you know. I never liked going up there, because it's not as bad as the place where you get your medicine for your depression and anxiety. But anyway, I'm still hoping that this will work out, and you know, get the help that I need, or to continued treatment I need, because I mean, or you know, it's emotionally, what would you say, sabotages you, because you go in and you feel like you're treated like dirt when you have to wait at least an hour in the waiting room and another hour in the exam room for the doctor to come in and even check you out, listen to your heart, say, okay, what do we need to do? Okay, oh yeah, you need your medicine filled. Okay, well, let's fill this out, and I'll call your pharmacy for you, and then they rush you out. Okay, so anyway, that's what I had to say tonight. You know, anytime I have something really heavy on my mind, I want to go ahead and get it out. I don't know how often I'll be posting these video blogs, but I don't want to do it in excess all the time. But whenever I have something really important to say, or an event, or something I've accomplished, I'll probably be posting. Anyway, thanks for listening. See ya.